So professional.
Take a second here to get there.
Let's see if you pop up.
It should.
Let's see.
Pop up here in a second. Oh, hey. We'll get there.
That's already there.
Beth's there. Go to Greg. Type in my name. I don't know. It's been a long week.
No, it hasn't.
It's been a long week. It certainly has. It feels like a long week. Holy shit.
That's only because you had 500 meetings today.
I've had 500 meetings every day. But it's okay. Hey, we got a little pencil to use for notes.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a golf pencil.
You know what? I'm going to grab an adult pen.
Do what you think you need to do. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go here. Can you turn down the volume over there if you need to? I don't know if you need
Are
to.
you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
What volume?
Is there a volume?
No.
Just so we don't get interference.
Volume's on.
I hope you guys are
Your
having a good
side.
week. It's been pretty fucking nuts. This is going to be a adult version of. the
Aren't
Greg
they
and
all
Beth.
kind of?
They're
really?
all kind of.
So first thing I want to
Good
start by
lord.
saying is when I hear myself on this, because you always make me put my headset on to
Just
like
for a second. Yeah.
make sure the volume is good and that we
Sure
can hear
you
each other.
check in with those guys.
It reminds me of Saturday Night Live skit, and all I really want to say is sweaty balls. I
Dude,
love your
really?
recipe.
Sweaty balls.
I love your
Sweaty.
recipe for
I
sweaty.
think it's sweaty balls.
That's why I said sweaty.
So hope you guys are all having a good day. I think we already lost one person. Hey, Betsy, how you doing? So we were
Hey,
up to
Brenna.
2 people watching, and then
What,
we just
what?
instantly lost a viewer.
Because I said sweaty balls.
I think so. Yeah, normally it's going to take us
If they don't like sweaty balls, then they don't need to be listening to our podcast.
Dude, whatever.
If we're too much to handle, that's a good thing.
It's not, well, yeah, I agree. It's
I mean,
not
if
that,
you
we're
can't
not
handle,
that
if you
bad.
can't handle sweaty balls, come on. It's a Saturday Night Live skit that was on NBC.
Exactly.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's not on us.
So, yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good night. I'm
It's
going to take these
Wednesday.
headphones off here in a couple minutes and just make sure that our audio is going well, because this, again, is what, our second or third?
Second.
Second one?
Yeah.
With
Second.
the whole podcast
The whole
setup.
get up.
I have to cough. Excuse me.
You know, we
Sorry.
need to figure out if there's like a sudden mute button.
I think there is. Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, well,
It's right there. Like, watch. Hey, so how you doing?
can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
You can't hear me.
You can
now.
hear me? Good. So practice it when you
But
have
it's
to cough or
out
sneeze.
of your reach.
No, it's not. Look. Bink.
But you're on the second. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it.
I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. It is. Greg feels like it's been a really long week already,
It
and I'm
has
like,
been a
no,
long
I can't believe it's already Wednesday.
Yeah. So I'm ditching the headphones.
So I think it's just a perspective.
Yeah.
Your week has been hectic. My week has not been as hectic. It's been busy, but yours has been crazy.
Yeah,
So,
my week has been just like nonstop.
So
It
what are you
feels
drinking tonight?
like a
Your
Coors Light.
huge
Imagine
Coors
that.
Light?
What are you drinking?
Truly.
drinking a
They're not my
Truly.
favorite, but
Which one is that? You got some
it's the
some mangoes.
What is this pack? Isn't it like the
Tropical.
tropical?
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to do with it, yeah, that's fine.
But it's okay. Again, we were talking about
Cheers,
Truly's this
everybody.
weekend. Cheers.
Cheers.
See if Greg drinks this time.
I will drink. I'm drinking now.
We were talking about Truly's this weekend because we actually went to a bar
We did.
on Saturday.
Yes.
We went to do a little day drinking at our local Pete's Place Saloon, which
up
is
in
about
here in
5
Lotus.
minutes from here. Yep.
Yep.
It was nice. It was. I think we talked about it a little bit on Saturday night, but we did talk about the Trulies and how like they're very saccharine.
Saccharine?
Like you can barely taste the
Rub
saccharine.
your nose like that.
Oh, what? I got a bug.
No, you don't have a bug. It's
Skin?
just something.
Because all my skin is peeling off from the beach trip.
Hi, Brenna. Hang on,
but
let's start saying hi to
uh,
people real quick.
It starts to taste really weird after like my fourth one.
I think it's like kind of
And
like
this is my
drinking
fourth
Bud
one,
Lights, or
so.
I mean, even Coors Light. I prefer Coors Lights, Coors Lights,
Coors Light.
but Coors Lights over Bud Lights, because Bud Lights start doing this tinny thing. Just mute yourself.
I can't reach it. I have to rely on you. That's
So
not gonna
hey,
work.
who do we have on here real quick? So we've got Michelle. Hey, how you doing? We've got Betsy. How come you're wearing a headset and Beth's not? Because Beth doesn't like the headset. We did a pre-check real quick. Make sure that her audio is
My
up.
audio worked. It
and
wasn't too
it's
loud. I
good.
could hear him.
Yep.
He's just making sure for video purposes that you guys can hear us all right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
But
kind
yeah,
of why.
so you feel like it's a long
Renee's
week.
on. Brenna's on. Say hi to Brenna.
You already said that twice, and I already did once.
I don't know. It's been a long day.
You've been hanging out with Ian outside.
No, I'm just tired.
That's
it's been
the
a long
problem.
day.
And he's been hanging out with Ian outside.
We haven't had dinner tonight. Anyway, sorry.
But and we only had 2 tacos today. Breakfast tacos. They make me happy. Oh, you had a banana. I had a taco and a half.
And a banana. No.
I love tacos.
Anyway.
But anyways,
all right, so
let's get started. So what's our big topic of the day?
The big topic of the day is, I'm not going to say.
A little emotional.
Yeah, it's very, 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 very emotional. So I'm not going to say anything.
We don't have a stance.
No, I mean,
we have a stance, but we're not here to say anyone's right or wrong.
The George Floyd situation, right? And one of our friends, Matt, asked us, "Hey, are you going to talk about this?" And the whole idea of this podcast, very much, or this whatever this is, I don't know if it's a podcast yet.
Entertainment.
I don't know. If I want to very much so be an entertainment kind of thing, right? Where we talk about, hey, what's going on. What's just happening in your daily lives, right? And we cannot go past what's going on in our daily lives. Like COVID's one thing, right? And that sucks. But what happened in that situation with
horrible.
It's absolutely fucking terrible, right? And like I've done jujitsu for a long time, and I've done martial arts for a long time, and it doesn't take a highly intelligent person to, and everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows what I'm going to talk about is, it doesn't take a smart person to say, hey, you sit on somebody's chest or back or neck or whatever for 8.5 minutes that you're going to hurt somebody or kill them. Beth and I had this conversation a week ago, and I told her very specifically, I was like, dude, if I held somebody even moderately in a situation where
headlock,
like a reverse naked choke.
Right.
It's a very simple choke. It's like that one you come up behind somebody and
you see it in the UFC all the time.
Right. But you cannot do that to
for extended
another person.
Periods of time.
You cannot do those things. So I think we're absolutely all on the same plane or the page with that, right? And what I've actually noted in like we try and put some notes down and try and think about this stuff ahead of time, right? Is that there is the Drinking Bros podcast. So we're good friends with some other people that do another podcast, and they're I don't want to say they're way smarter than us, but they're more this is their job, so they're more immersed in current events about it or something like that, right?
Views and just the whole aspect of the situation.
Right. So this is gonna sound I've got a T-shirt on, and we're both, and she's Black Coffee, right? Black Rifle Coffee, and I've got a Drinking Bros T-shirt on. But what I'm gonna get at is, I really would appreciate if you guys, in this aspect, is go out and listen to this one particular point of view.
The Drinking Bros podcast.
It's the Drinking Bros podcast. It's podcast number 611 from yesterday, 6/2,
and it's called The Silent Majority.
Right. And one of the gentlemen on there, his name's Dan Holloway, and he's a former military person. He very specifically talks about how his teams have come together, right? And being in the military, and how his teams have come together. And he is not right or left, which is very, very important in this situation. It's coming together is what is the most important part of this. Right. Is coming together, right? I don't give a shit I care if you're looting a place and you're having an impact on a local business. Right. Absolutely, right?
And I'll talk about that in a minute.
Right, but if you're hurting your local community, that's okay. That's one thing. But what happens is that we need to.
So we know for the first 3 days, it literally was just about
what happened.
And the outcry of support for the family and the wrongdoing and the repercussions that it entailed. I think that what happened after day 3, the media got involved and started pushing specific agenda, which in my mind tends to drive people further apart versus bringing them together. because it's a topic where we need to come together and not pin each other against each other. I mean,
absolutely.
You know, and so it's where I think where you and I were talking about it is that I get frustrated with, I love the peaceful protest. I hate that people are coming in to these states that don't live there just to cause a ruckus, to incite violence, you know, and what you're doing is when you incite that violence, you're pitting parties against each other. And I don't mean like political parties. I mean like people, like human beings. You're pitting them against each other because you're filling an expectation that both parties have of the other person.
Right. And so, and that, you're right. And I think, so I'm going to kind of push a little bit.
You do you. This is what makes our conversations
right,
interesting.
Absolutely. So one of the things is, and I'm not disagreeing necessarily with that, is that I don't want this forum to
this
become...
isn't really for this. We just wanted to talk about it.
We wanted to bring
huge.
it up because it's huge, and it really is an important aspect. We both have law enforcement in our family. We both have military backgrounds from our family. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very important to us to know that, or to share that, hey, we're all in this shit together.
Right. No,
there's
absolutely.
no way about it. But there's the right way to do shit and there's the wrong way to do shit. And if you're talking to a political standpoint, and you know, there's fucked up people on the left and there's fucked up people on the right. Right. And
there's no right or wrong. I mean,
there
is
a situation that we need to make sure that we're taking care of each other.
Well, I mean,
and that's
when you're encouraging violence, you're not helping anyone.
Yeah, either way.
You know what I'm saying? You're actually making the problem bigger than it needs to be, because cooler heads always prevail. And
theoretically,
people are willing to listen. But as a business owner, if I owned a shop up front, and you know this about me, and people were coming to disparage my business, I'd be out there kicking some ass and taking some names, and I probably would end up getting hurt. But it's not, all they're really doing is hurting their community, which impacts everyone. And it needs to peaceful protesting is the right way to go, because you're passing a message on that everybody can get behind.
And that's exact. I mean, yeah, I agree.
Know?
So,
and if you think about right and wrong, there's right and wrong of every aspect of everything in life.
Right.
There's good cops, bad cops, right? There's good business owners and there's bad business owners who are crooked. There's good people, bad people, regardless of race, color, creed, sexual or orientation.
Right.
I mean, it needs to stop being about who's right and who's wrong, and just being a group of people that support each other. And I think as humans, we have such a hard time doing that.
We really do. And that's one of the things that, you know, when you start thinking about it, it's like, so again, I recommend going out, check out that Drink and Post podcast, because I brought it up to Beth.
Got some good conversations just amongst our family.
Just between even just the two of us. And
That's
one of the
family.
things was,
well,
the dogs don't count. They're all laid out outside. But one of the things that I mentioned to Beth was that it was, you know, for 3 or 4 days. No, we got 6 people on there. It'll probably pick up. It's okay. But for 3 or 4 days there, it was great. You know, everybody's on the same fucking page, right? There is no fucking way that those, and I think they were just charged today.
A lot of F-bombs today.
I'm sorry.
They were all
big
charged
fucking deal, right? They were all charged, I think, this afternoon, and that's great. That's the way it should be.
Right.
But everybody was on the same page. Right. And then all of a sudden something happened and everybody went to this goddamn separate corners. We're all on the same page. I swear to God. We all agree.
Yeah. Well, my favorite thing that has come out of this is I was listening to a broadcast yesterday morning, and it was talking about the thing that's really cool about what they're seeing is with this current generation is that they are huge on making a difference. And so the people that really want to see change are doing it the right way, and they're relentless. They are just wipe it on the floor. No, we got some dogs. But they're the ones who are going to support change, and they're going to help continue to prosper the feeling of camaraderie, which I think is what's important.
Right. And I think, yeah, absolutely. And that's how generationally we should change,
grow,
right?
and we do.
Yeah.
And I just think the problem is it takes so long for change to happen. I mean, it takes forever for change to happen, and it's such from where you're standing right now. It seems like small change, but when you think about the last 50 years, I mean, how much change has happened?
Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't want to go
Yeah, I don't-
too long into this, but
we've-
I'm gonna give one quick story, and I was really debating on this, right?
Uh-oh.
And
We didn't talk about this.
this is Greg's story time.
Sorry.
We have not talked about
I don't
this,
know.
but
I don't know how to fly cover on this one.
I don't know how to fly cover on this either. And this is where it becomes like a weird personal kind of situation, right? So I grew up in North Carolina for a bit. My dad was a
You're
recruiter.
tell the skateboard story?
Yep.
No, don't. Let's not.
No?
No,
Why?
No, because it's going backwards. It's not going forward.
Right. So, okay.
Thank goodness I know you so well that I'm like, no, we're not gonna have that.
But
conversation.
anyway, it was one of those.
It was an eye
it was
opener
an
for you
eye-opening
as a child.
situation. Yeah, and it happened to me that I just didn't know how to
flabbergasted
react.
You. Yeah, you didn't know
and
what to do. But yeah. So I don't
fine.
think we need to share that one. But yeah, I mean it's unfortunate that that's probably something everybody goes through.
Right. And
But
it's not
hopefully,
just-
as our generations continue to emerge,
evolve.
and
Hopefully, evolve. Let's go. Let's
those
evolve.
those will be less conversations that happen.
Right. Sorry if
So,
this is
all right.
a heavy F word episode.
So again, we talked about
Damn.
holy shit, it's a long week, and I completely disagree with you,
All right. So
which is really funny
thanks to everybody just again for
to let you
chiming
to
in.
let us talk
By
about
the
it.
way, this is the. You gonna say it? The bar is open with Beth and Greg.
I was like, I don't know where we're going.
The bar is open with
we're
Beth and Greg.
Bar's open with
And
Beth and Greg.
you
I'm
know
Beth
what?
LaMontagne,
So
and you're Greg,
I'm
LaMontagne, and we didn't
and
kick it off like we
we
normally.
didn't
we're
really
trying
normally
to.
kick it off,
This
but
is new for us. We're trying really to
I
start
agree
with that.
100%. And you know what? So Matt Jones asked us to kind of talk a little bit. He didn't ask us,
And if
but,
we offended anyone, that wasn't our
you know,
that was not the, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Intent.
I
Thank
don't
you. It
know.
wasn't the intent. I
Yeah.
just feel like people need to have more honest conversations. And so if
So
I made
keep-
you angry, I
go-
apologize. And
yeah,
at the same
go
time,
talk to
I
your
don't
neighbors.
apologize.
Get off the fucking social media and get off
I
the
hate
internet.
social media. I hate the news. I hate social media.
And just go
Hence
talk
the
to
reason
each
why
other,
I
you
quit
know?
watching the news like 2 years ago. But
right.
so you have some interesting Netflix show you started watching, which is
Yeah, so we're gonna get into banter time. Thank you, Kathy.
I wish we knew where
It's right here.
was. No,
Oh, shit.
you don't even know which
Hang
one
on.
it is.
I'm gonna put my headphones back on.
We're gonna play a little bit
Oh,
with some of
we're
our
going
sound
live.
effects. Was it it?
That's it. Damn right. I nailed it. I need to write
think
like
we need to label 'em.
laughter.
Yeah.
So,
Put some sticky notes on there. So
so
you started
let's
watching
go back.
a
Go
Belgian?
back through the
let's see.
conversation real quick and just make
Well, you
sure.
talk about your Belgian
No, just-
Netflix,
I wa-
and I'll
I-
look at
I-
this.
That was a pretty. It is a pretty heavy conversation. So I just want Beth to.
Somebody
bring
said,
back
Brenda
up.
said that she can hear us so much better with the fancy mics.
Cool. Good.
Thanks, Brent.
Oh, Jesus.
You
Did I
are
just spill the
cut
beer?
off. You should drink that, Gregory.
Telling
This is
you
why we
what.
can't have anything nice.
Swear to God. It's all right. We're just gonna drink through it.
I told you he's been outside drinking with Ian since about 6:30.
It's all Ian's fault. We're just gonna work on
Yeah.
it.
So, anyways,
That's not true about drinking with Ian. It's not his fault.
Brenna's drinking white wine. Ooh, girl, I tried the other day and I was too worried
So
about
it's
getting a
basically
heartburn.
Coors Light is what you're getting at.
Let's see. People are just
14%
watching. There
alcohol.
hasn't been a lot of comments. I think it was too serious for people to comment.
Maybe. And that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I mean, dude, honestly, this
No, we're not going
it's
back.
one of the harder. No, I'm not going back, but it's one of the harder conversations.
No,
to
it
have when
is.
You really think about it.
And
It's like,
Brenna summed
and-
it perfectly. She said, everyone just needs to be kinder and respect each other regardless of race, religion, sexual orientation. That's what makes America. That's what
America,
makes
right?
America, America, period. And
I think
that's, I think
she nailed
that
it, right? In
We
a-
were trying to say the same thing. She just said it a little bit more eloquently because she's probably not on like her fourth or fifth.
How many beers have
beverage.
you had? Jesus.
This is my fourth.
Well, mine are wet, so we'll get that
You're a
later.
hot mess.
Anyway, so yeah, so I got the. Oh, I hit two of them.
Wait, what happens when you hit two of them?
It goes wah wah wah.
That was for the beer noise and,
That's a Greg
and
fail.
the crowd laughing at you for both of them. So, but
I hope you guys are having a great night.
so
Nonetheless,
the other thing you saw today was a scroll obstacle course.
Yeah, I posted that to my
I haven't seen it yet, but you said it was really
Facebook.
long. I don't know if that
It's
could
like
waste
20 minutes, but
20 minutes
so
on
my
squirrels.
neighbor Ian, who is one of the guys that I gave a post out and at the a shout out to at the end, real quick. I say you'll hear it at the end. Fuck, it's been a long week, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, baby.
But anyway, he
you.
brought up. Hey, the
squirrel
squirrel
course?
obstacle course that some dude did.
Did you say it was because he was frustrated with them taking all his walnuts?
Yeah. So he
Which is
created
kind
an
of a funny
actual
story
fucking
in
walnut,
itself.
like a course to run around. I watched it for I had like a chance to watch it for, I don't know,
2 minutes?
maybe.
Yeah, I'll have
maybe.
to check it out.
Go check it out. He said it was the best 20,
It'll bring a smile
20
to your
minutes of
face.
his
There we go.
day. So go check it out. It's posted on my Facebook, so go check it out. Hey, what I also want to kind of post out there is Beth and I we made a website, and it's the Beth and Greg, or I'm
bar
sorry,
is,
Jesus.
I told you.
The
too
bar
many
is open.
beverages. The bar is open with
BethAndGreg.com. And then we also have
Instagram and Facebook.
Facebook for the
And the email is what?
the
bar is open
bar.
with Greg and
Yeah,
Beth
it's exactly the same.
at Gmail?
I'm
or where?
having a
Gmail?
mental hiccup tonight. Holy
You're
shit.
pretty. We'll get through it together.
I
We'll
don't
figure
think
it
we
out.
will.
Is it Gmail or who's
It's a Gmail.
Okay.
Yep. So that
So-
one's a Gmail. But we have a.
If you need us to repeat that, please message us.
Yeah.
We get it.
So we're gonna be coming out. I got another. We have some other camera coming out, and
We're going to try to do a split screen because I feel like it's hard for both of us to look at you
Right.
guys and look at each other.
Yeah. So Beth will have a view
So
coming
we'll
this
see.
way.
We're going to
and
figure
do
it
some
out.
other stuff.
We're
So
doing some stuff.
my
But
nephew, the famous Christian Lamontagne, and Becca Woodall, who are kind of becoming our assistants on this. They're out in actually New Hampshire, who are trying to
help us figure it out.
figure everything out, because
Together we're
they're in their 20s and we're
they're
not.
hip and we're not.
So we're trying to figure that shit out. But anyway,
We're
so
their parents.
hope you guys go out and check it out. I'll share it to the whole thing to all my friends, and I'll have Beth do it all too. So
Dave said,
that way-
in the
what?
We're legit. Mike's earmuffs. Oh, he apparently hasn't seen us.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, you miss Greg spilling his beer everywhere. I feel like I need to
go get a cloth,
something.
a towel, rag. So just put a roll of paper towels up here.
That for you is probably so smart. But anyways, so you can go grab that if you want.
What?
There's a towel right there.
Let's go grab it.
Well, I have
We're
a
good.
story.
Okay, we're gonna let Beth do her story time.
So we were
I'll
talking
do
today, and Greg and I laughed because we complain when we work out, and this week I proved that we complain when we don't work out because, Lord help me, so as some of you know, can I please have that because you're not doing it very well. You have all right there. As some of you know, and now some of you or all of you are now going to do. I do hormone therapy.
Yep.
This
is a big deal. So I would
and
absolutely.
you totally didn't believe in it when I first started. He was like, "I think this is a crock of shit."
No. Okay,
Let's be
so
honest.
this
You
is
thought it was a
actually
crock of shit.
Bigger deal. No, I agree. I think this is a bigger deal than just a 5-minute kind of.
Well, no, it is. It's
thing.
huge. I mean, as women get older, as anyone gets older, obviously their body changes, their hormones change, and you have no idea until you start to deal with it, how much it impacts you mentally, physically. I mean, it really impacts you. So about 3 years ago, I was about 47. I looked into hormonal therapy, and it just had so many pluses. So I decided to go ahead and do it. Well, the problem is that you get a few choices. You can either do the bioidentical hormones, which are they're all bioidentical now, unlike in the 80s and 90s, maybe even early 2000s. They used to just be pig hormones, and so they were really bad for you.
But what is bioidentical?
They are to what your body, they take your blood and they figure out where you're lacking and what hormones you need to be efficient,
specifically for you.
And so there's two things that you can do as a woman. You can either use creams or pills, which, I mean, that's a decent option.
A topical kind of thing.
Yeah, or a pill. Like I had a girlfriend that was doing the pills, and she would just dissolve a pill every morning under her tongue. Or you can do the bioidentical hormones, or their bioidentical pellet hormones, which every quarter, every 3 months, you go and they just do a little baby incision in your butt cheek, and then they put them in your butt, and then
so it's like a little,
but it's not in your butt; it's in your butt cheek. I should say.
So
it's not in the butt.
But it's like cheek. So I've helped Beth like remove the tape and stuff like that, and it's basically an incision that's like 1 centimeter wide.
It's tiny.
And then they insert like little tabs.
They do almost like a little baby funnel, and it's little baby tabs that they put in there. And what happens is over the next 3 days, your body absorbs it and then distributes 3 days distributes as needed. Well, what happens in those 3 days though is you cannot use that butt muscle.
She can't work. She can't work out. Rather.
I can't do anything. Yeah. I can't go for walks. I can't do anything that's not upper body.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to do just upper body work. That's silly.
I keep telling her, I'm like, we got weights upstairs.
Do some push-ups, do some curls. I'm like, I'm either going to work out or I'm not going to work out. It's just who I am.
She's going to read for like 9 hours.
And I'm okay with that.
Fine.
We're lucky I work out, bro.
Mental strength.
So I have not been able to work out for the last 3 days. And I woke up this morning and I actually felt worse physically than I do when I work out and I'm beat up, which is crazy because you would think that lying on the couch, reading a book or reading an iPad or working at a desk is not physically taxing, but it's actually so much harder on my body than I had realized. Because this is the first time probably since February, and I've been working out pretty in beast mode probably since we came home in March.
Yeah. So
so today I woke up and I like went down to wash my face and I literally felt like I was gonna throw my back out. And I'm like, what the hell is that about?
Sitting on the couch and sitting in the chair or sitting in
like
the office desk or whatever.
Tight.
Right.
I get to go back to the gym tomorrow, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah, but no, it's so I'll add on to that. And so Beth's evidently we have a dog that's.
These mics are so good. I'm sure you're picking all that up.
Absolutely. So just from a guy's point of view is I talked to my brother and he kind of mentioned to me like, hey, have you ever had your testosterone checked and stuff like that? And
for no other reason than the same things you were having. We were tired. We were
energy level and those sorts of things. And it's an important kind of feature or factor in your life, right?
Yeah, no.
Drive, everything else that happens. And I went and got mine checked, and mine was super low for a 40. How old am I?
43. You did this a year ago.
And I did a year ago, right? So I was 42, and mine was in the dumps, right? And so you definitely want to check with like your health insurance because sometimes your health insurance. Yeah, absolutely.
And we both pay for it out of pocket. Yeah. It's not covered. Well, there's a certain level you have to be at for yours to be covered. And mine, if I did the creams and pills, those would be covered by insurance. But what I read was that with doing the pellets, you have a constant level versus when you do
mine can come up and down.
When you do creams or pills or shots like that, you do this. And so I didn't want to do this. I just wanted to be consistent.
So just I guess the location I go to, they don't do pills. But I know other people that do pellets for testosterone. So if you're having those kinds of things, just go talk to your doctors nonetheless. But
there's a lot of books and there's a lot of research. There's one that they recommended. It was like why women need testosterone, and it was insane. This depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, for like unable to concentrate, UTIs. I mean, the list that happens to you as your testosterone level falls as a woman, and I was like, I never even knew that women
need to have testosterone in their system.
But it literally,
it's the same thing with guys. You're dropped so long, and guys can actually have a bit of estrogen in their system.
Yeah,
so it throws your shit
out of whack. Your whole body just gets.
Yeah. So hey, Nikki, I see you on there. My nephew Christian is helping us out with getting an actual podcast going. So we're gonna start looking to move over to. We've actually got a Facebook page set up that we're gonna
Instagram.
Move over to an Instagram. We've got a YouTube channel set up.
We have an email.
So right now, because we have just so many. I don't want to say we have so many friends.
Yeah,
we've got a lot of friends, but we're going to try and move over. We keep
growing a little bit. Like we were pretty amazed that last time we had like a couple hundred, which was our biggest show so far, which is really cool.
230 or something like that,
fun.
whatever it was.
Mostly because I don't think what we say is important, so it's kind of cool.
So
that people
Beth does
check it
have
out.
an issue with like, why in the fuck would people listen to us?
We have nothing. We're just people.
It's all about just
why would you come and listen to me and hear what I have to say? Because who the hell am I?
No. I agree.
Nobody.
I think you're important.
Oh, baby. I think you're important too. Most
But I don't
of the
think
time.
anybody else thinks you're important. It's all right.
I said most of the
But
time. You
it's
didn't
just,
even catch that.
It's one of those things. It's just we're here to hang out, and have fun. You know, it brings some levity. It's been a long. We started this shit during the COVID experiment, if that's what you want to call it. The vid. Or whatever. And we really want to just connect to people and have fun and try and bring a kind of alternative. Not an alternative. That's not.
It's something different to do.
Something to
and
do.
something to enjoy.
Because you're going to run out of shit on the internet.
Share with us that, and I'll share that Brenna shared somebody's point of view that she was having a crappy Saturday, and she ended up cracking up and loving her Saturday night because we gave her something.
Because we can do that on a fucking Wednesday, then who cares, right? Send us if you want us to talk about some bullshit. Hey, Nikki, I saw your son had his birthday today. His first birthday.
Oh, already?
Happy birthday.
Oh, my Lord.
I have to go back to my Facebook to actually see his birthday.
That's crazy. Happy birthday.
I'm sorry, I don't know his name.
So hold on.
Is that a terrible
I'm gonna
thing?
I'm gonna go to the next
Keep
one.
going. We've got a shit ton of mine's
My puppy passion corner.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
So as you guys, most of you know, anyone who knows me knows that I'm obsessed and love puppies. Puppies of any age. I put that post the other day that a puppy is a puppy, outside. Regardless if they're 6 weeks, 2 years, or 12 years old. I love puppies. I would, if I could make money doing something with puppies, I would figure it out. So to help that passion and to kind of help foster to help foster the movement of rescues.
Right.
We have decided that as soon as we can figure out how we're going to do it, I have contacted a local rescue, and we're going to start featuring puppies.
Right.
1 to 2 every show in the local area. You know, if people want to start sending me stuff for puppies in their area, I would gladly share those as well, but I would like for us to try to help some of these puppies get rescued, whether they're older, younger, pretty, not pretty. You know,
right.
I feel like that is what I am meant to do in this world, is to help puppies get rescued.
So this is, which is kind of like this weird kind of theory. It's this weird thing that's happened. So Beth's been talking about this for years. Like, how can we help? And I have a trailer built out in my garage.
Still trying to figure that piece
out. How do we use that to deliver food or deliver whatever? Do something. Shit, right?
Right.
And it's just coincidental that I was like, let's start like a little
He did.
Facebook
He planted
thing.
the seed, and all of a sudden I just went,
it went bing.
This light bulb went off, and I started reaching out to people that I know that are involved with rescue.
Right. So we're going to start doing that, which is, I think it's going to be really helpful to the local humane
Kathy should give us some. I know she's huge in the rescue thing. Like, she drives them and flies with them, and so she could give us some as well. But
yeah. So even if it's in your region or whatever, reach out to us. And this
is your passion.
So
help me help you.
My thought was like, hey, I'm always about like the old timer dogs that have been in there for fucking like.
And we did that before.
We did Breeze.
Rewarding.
Breeze was amazing. We had an amazing golden retriever.
Got him when he was 12.
9. And he lived till 12.
Oh, was that what it was?
He was 9 and he lived till 12.
10?
No, he's 9.
Anyway.
Trust me.
He was older.
He had no teeth. His teeth were completely
so
flat.
But
it was like, oh my God. And that's why
he was like
he was
a stinky dog no matter
what
you did.
But we'll always have a rescue. And we do have Nick. He's our rescue.
Yeah, he's our rescue. I try to have a little bit of both because I also like a specific breed.
Ever. Right.
He's not ornery.
He's an asshole. He's an asshole?
He's just very protective.
Of everything?
Well, he's very He's a Kelpie an Australian Kelpie, which is a herding dog.
All right, let's move on. All right, because this is already going into 35 minutes.
So I got a pedicure.
Beth got a pedicure.
First of all, I'm disappointed in you because it took you 2 days to be like, hey, let me see your toes. And before the vid, you were on it. You were like, let me see your toes, babe. Show me your feet. And I was like, 2 days.
I never said that.
You have. Every time you're like, let me see your toes when I come home.
Oh. What do you mean?
Do the same thing when I get a haircut.
Oh,
Babe, your hair looks great. Before the
pre-vid.
Pre-vid.
Oh, dude.
Apparently,
we all fell off of the
2 months in, and you forgot all your good habits. But anyway, so I did get a pedicure, which was hilarious because I had really struggled for 2 weeks to get a pedicure, and finally I threw the rag in, or the towel in. I was like, the towel in. I was like, I'm getting a pedicure. I can't deal anymore.
She got it though.
But it was really phenomenal. It was amazing.
Did you get the calf massage?
This young
Or
lady,
did
I wish she
have,
was
like,
older
was
than
she
me.
just in a biohazard suit?
No, we all had masks on, but they still gave me a Diet Coke. They were like, "Do you want wine?" I was like, "No wine."
Yes, I
Give me
want
Diet Coke."
like a
It
gallon
was a
of it.
Monday, but they gave me Diet Coke with a straw, so it was really
it's a
so.
Monday,
Every
so
time I wanted to take a
you had
sip, I
to
had to put my
snort it?
Mac down
I
and
looked
put
like
it
you
up.
were going to say you're going to snort
But
it.
so it was. But she was so funny. Her name was Amy. It took me like 15
Dar.
times for her to say her name, for me to be like, Amy, because her accent was so thick, bless her little heart. But she was also funny. She was like, one last pedicure. And I was like, I don't know, Mark. She was like, oh, we got
She's
work.
like, yeah, we need a
Our
belt
work-
sander
she
on
goes,
this
our
bitch.
work is cut out for us. She's like, work cut out. And I was like, Amy,
Yeah.
take it easy on me. And
She's
then she
got
was like,
a fucking discus
and then she
sander.
was like, I make you feel good. And I was like, I don't even know how to respond to that, dude. It was like every sitcom, every stand-up comedian that ever talks about the pedicure
It's
thing
like
was happening to
Friends.
me. It was hilarious.
It's like the Friends episode of something or other.
And then she actually said to me, you like how I work your feet? You come back to me. I take care of you. And I was like, Amy,
I'm coming back.
You're my girl.
Amy,
You're not my pedicure girlfriend. We've
like
connected.
this.
I love you.
It's awesome.
So it was fun. It was good. It was much needed, and my toes look so much better. I'm sorry that you guys can't see that.
She'll take
They
a picture.
look really good.
We'll have her put a picture on Facebook.
The one thing I have noticed in Texas that's
Yeah.
different from Phoenix is they don't do designs. It's really weird. Like in Phoenix, they always offer
I got a
designs.
paint pen in the garage
I don't
somewhere.
trust you.
Whatever. I could put like a little
Whatever.
pot leaf on there.
Feel good.
Feel goods. Hey, dude. So one of
I
the
finally
funny.
saw the picture. Was he really a gecko?
I think he's a fucking gecko. He's a lizard that has a little neck thing goes.
I don't know enough about lizards.
But
'cause I
so
don't
like
reptiles.
what was it like 4 or 5 days ago? Like the little.
Sunday.
I was out there like picking little leaves
were
off of
pruning
the
rose bush?
Yeah, but I was just the dogs were out back and I was checking on them and everything. And I saw him like just laying on there. That was the first picture. So go back in my Facebook and you can check it out. He was just chilling. The next night, I'm like, oh, he's not there. Damn it. Wah, wah. I don't know if this. Hang on a second. I'm going to do the. Hang on. I got to use that.
It was the green one.
The grid. Exactly. That was my feeling towards him not being there. And then last night, little gecko dude shows up. So I think we need to name the gecko. I think we need to have a name the gecko contest. We can do it real quick.
The Trulies are starting to get that.
It's all right. Just keep drinking them. You're fine. So I think we need to have a name the gecko that sleeps
All right.
on my rosebush
You guys,
contest.
name the gecko.
So Beth, this is the rosebush that's on the deck that's completely covered.
I
That
love my rose bushes.
it's completely different. So Beth, we have like a giant pot. Anyway, long story short, he's an awesome gecko. Go check out the pictures.
Was he back? I looked for him today, and I was like, liar!
Nope, I think he bails in the morning. I think he's
Oh,
a
because
hit
there's
it and quit
birds.
it kind of guy.
There's birds.
No, I think he's a no. The dude is green.
You don't even know if he has something to
I think
hit
he's a hit
and
it.
quit.
I guarantee the dude's a hit it and quit it
Such a
kind of guy.
fucking dude. Sorry. All right. So today is
Fun facts
what
of
is
the
a
day.
macaroon?
It's those little cookie things. So today
Oh, is that the little French ones that they're pink and purple and yellow?
Yeah, they can be
and-
whatever. So today is June 3rd, so we're going to go over fun facts of the day. But it's not fun facts of the day. It's more about like today's date is, which I didn't realize you could have multiple
Everybody's got a cause,
shit
dude.
assigned to a particular day.
Everybody's
So
got a
today
cause.
is National
I
Chocolate
don't know why National
Macar-
Repeat Day is important, though.
I haven't even gotten through the first one.
Oh, sorry.
National Chocolate Macaroon Day. It's also National Repeat Day, which she
Why?
just
I
tried
don't
to
even
do.
understand what National Repeat Day
I don't even know what
is.
National
See, I just
Repeat Day is.
repeated.
Dude, Beth. And then we have National
was
Egg
horrible.
Day today. Yeah, she's fired. She's fucking free,
I
but
love
she's
it.
fired.
It was great. It was a great repeat, you guys. Come on. Let's
No,
go.
done.
Shut up.
You're fired.
Okay, so National
And then
Egg
also
Day.
National Running Day, which she hates.
I only run when I'm chased.
Yeah, fuck. All right, dude. We're at the end of the night. Hey,
Thank God, because
real
apparently I'm
quick,
getting a little punchy
what I want to
now.
also do is I have a little caveat here is from the beginning of the show, real quick, we talked about some pretty heavy shit that was going on with George Floyd, right? And I think it's very, very important that everybody kind of remembers this: do what's right,
Love each other.
right?
That's what
Stand up for each other and protect each other. If you see a wrong that's happening,
Don't be afraid.
stand up.
Yeah.
there are more people than you know that are willing to fight for what's right, regardless of whatever political side you're on. I will back you 100% as long as it's for the right reasons, right? Absolutely. And that's really what I want to, it's a hard fucking thing to come across, right? And to say those sorts of things. So, but I think it's definitely important to.
Greg went deep again.
We need to keep it on the forefront. We need to keep it on the forefront, right? So love each other. Absolutely. So, hey, with that, Ian, come get a beer.
The bar is open.
Bar's open. Thanks to my sticky pages.
Military.
Real quick, cheers, Evan. Cheers, Evan, dude. Oh, cheers, Evan. Thanks to our first responders, our frontline folks, and our military for taking care of us and make sure all this shit
Thanks for all of you guys for following us and watching us. You make it fun. So give us feedback. Love you guys.
Definitely give us feedback. Appreciate it. All right. Take care.
Hurry up. I'm going to